What's up, folks? Jump in here tonight. Jump in here. I got something special for you here. I want to share something with you, okay? How you feeling here? Jump in here. Let's go! People, when I'm driving my cars around the world, they always ask me, Wesley, did you buy cash for that car? Is that your car? How many cars do you have? So I want to share the magic words that allow me to get 7 cars, okay? Listen up. I want you to take out a sheet of paper and a pen and pencil because you need to write this down, okay? You may say, well, why, Wesley? Why should I listen to you? Because of one reason and one reason only. Because I'm rich. Because I'm wealthy. Because I'm happy. And I'm living most people's dreams. But unlike a lot of people, I've decided to commit and dedicate my life into helping people like you, even if it's one of you, right? Even if it's one of you that's watching these videos around the world that may hear something or see something that will allow you to live your dream. So we're going to talk about how did Wesley Virgin get 7 cars? How did it all work? Because, I think I got $1 million worth of cars right now, vehicles. And it's hard to imagine that where you are right now, right? I want you right now that's watching. I want you to imagine a $250,000 car in your garage right now. Okay? Now maybe you can imagine that, but can you believe that, right? So what I want to do is I want to show you, I call it a magic phrase, a magic word, even though it's not magic, but it works, it's powerful, that allowed me to have 7 cars, okay? Because when I was thinking about, owning a lot of vehicles, exotic, sexy vehicles, it's so funny when I'm thinking about it. I didn't have any money in the bank account. I couldn't even pay my car note. Can somebody say amen? I couldn't even pay bills on time, okay? So I was making about $40,000 a year, but yet I'm sitting on my own Lamborghini, right? So what I want to do is, and I want to talk about mindset a little bit, okay? I haven't did a video about mindset in a while. I want to show you these magic words that allowed me, in my opinion, to get a Lamborghini, cash, a brand new 4x4 G-Wagon Mercedes, a BMW i8 cash, Corvette cash, got a Jeep cash, got a Maserati. What else do I have? You have so many cars that can't even name them all. I know I'm missing one. Yeah, so I think I got 6 cars right now, and that's it. Okay, but I'm getting ready to buy a Rolls Royce. But that's not the point. I want to show you what you can use, these words that you're already using to make those things become a reality. I want to show you the words that even though wherever you are in life, like where you are right now, some of you guys are at home watching this video, you're in your car watching this video, at your friend's house watching this video. I don't know where you are. Maybe you're working right now while everybody's playing on the weekend. I guess Saturday right now. A lot of people are playing, having fun, enjoying their lives. Cool. Me, I'm working, I'm visualizing, I'm thinking, I'm meditating. I'm creating something big right now, okay? So, and I'm here with you. And I want you to really write this down. One thing I've learned a long time ago, whenever someone is speaking that has more knowledge or more money than you, keyword is money. You should write it down because you don't want to miss anything, okay? I want to ask you a question. I'll ask you a personal question. It's not that personal, but let me ask you anyway. How many of you believe that it's going to happen for you? How many of you believe in that? Right now you're struggling. We understand you're trying to figure things out and you're working a job that you really can't, you don't like, you can't stand. But how many of you believe, from the depths of your soul, baby, that it's going to happen, that you will be successful, that you will become a millionaire, that you will be able to leave your job, that you will be able to create your dreams for you and your family? How many of you believe that is going to happen? Put it below. Okay? I'm just curious to see how many people are going to actually put the comment below. Okay? Write this down. Young world, write this down. This changed my life. Because see, when I was struggling, I was just like you. I said, you know, it's going to happen for me one day. It's going to happen for me one day. I would tell my mom this when I would sit down on a Sunday evening when we have dinner at her place, her and my dad. I said, it's going to happen for me. You know, it's going to happen. I'm telling you, it's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You know, one day I'm going to come a million. It's going to happen. I know right now things are kind of shaky, but it's going to happen. I want you to change something for me. If you're really interested in designing a very immaculate and wonderful life, okay? Able to travel the world, you know, buy jewelry, chains, you know, whatever. I mean, just be able to be stress-free. I believe when you have money, you become stress-free automatically here. Instead of saying, it's going to happen, I want you to say this, that it is happening now. Let me say that one more time now. I know this is going to go over some of you guys said, but young world, I want you to listen to me. Now, older people, you may not listen to me, and that's okay. All right? Because you have your preconceived beliefs already. Okay? But instead of saying, it's going to happen, or it will happen one day. Well, I know it's going to happen one day. One day. One day. One day. I want you to change your words. I did this 5 years ago. Okay? Because I wanted to buy cars. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I have on my vision board. Let me show you something here. Before I tell you why it's important. Check this out. You see this here? It's a vision board. I created it 6 years ago. 6 or 7 years ago. Okay? Because me, I am going to own over 36 cars around the world, if not 50 cars. Okay? So I just went to a computer and I just started to cut these things out and I put them on a vision board. Okay? That's what I want. Okay? Now, let me tell you why. Because, see, I want to give you the science behind this. I just don't want to say it will happen or say it is happening and not explain it to you. Okay? Let me explain it like this. When you say that it will happen for me one day, or one day it will happen, or I know from the bottom of my heart it's going to happen, your brain interprets that this way, that it hasn't happened yet. Now, let me say that one more time. Now, I want you to listen to me closely, okay, as you sit there and watch this video now with me, okay? When you say, it's going to happen for me, sends a signal to your brain and says that it hasn't taken place. Does that make sense? Because, see, the thing is, you're hoping, wishful thinking that something in the physical world is going to transpire in your life. Does that make sense? Like, whatever you want. I don't care if it's a car, a home, a relationship, a body, a mansion. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want. More money. When you say, I know it's going to happen for me one day, the signal to your brain says that it's not happening. It's not taking place. And what happens in your mind, see, understand this, your mind, and I said this before in another video on wesleyvirgin.com, is that your mind does not know the difference from what is reality, what you call reality, and what's happening in your imagination. Okay? This is why sometimes that we say, well, if I say, you know what? I want you to say this. Say, I am a millionaire. Say it. Say, I am a millionaire. You. So you guys are saying it right now, like, I'm a millionaire. Now, let me ask you a question. How many of you feel that little icky feeling in you and it feels a little bit weird? I'm a millionaire. Because, see, let me tell you what your mind does. Despite what you say out of your mouth verbally, in your brain it says, no, man, you're not a millionaire. How? How are you going to make a million? How are you going to be able to do that? What are you doing right now to make that happen? You're not a millionaire. Stop fooling yourself. Now, that's what your brain and your mind is doing. Understand this. Write this down, please. I want you, for the rest of your life, as you're on this journey to success to say that it is happening for me. Now, I had to do that to one of my employees that work for me today. This young lady, she told me, she says, we're having some challenges right now in the business. Not really challenges. It's this business, just what happens, right? And she wants a certain type of result, right? And she said, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. But I know it's going to happen. And I kindly wrote to her and said, you know what? It's happening now. You just don't see it. See, now we can bring up this word called faith. Because see, that's what faith is, right? Faith is very powerful. Because see, I said it will happen. I said, you know what? It's happening right now. Not it will happen or it's going to happen or one day it's going to happen. No, it's happening now. The process is actually happening right before your eyes. But the reason why you can't see it, because you're not only seeing the negativity, right? Let me give you an example. Say if you're a salesperson and you make calls every day. Calls. Hello, buy this, right? No one's picking up the phone. No one's buying your stuff. And you say, you know what? We're calling all these people, but no one's picking up the phone. No one's buying our stuff. What's the problem? I don't understand, right? That's a typical salesman. But successful salespeople, when they pick up the phone, even though no one's answering the phone, no one's buying the stuff, they say, you know what? On this next call, they're buying right now. You know what? It's happening right now. The process right now, I have thousands of people that are buying from me right now. And those type of people end up being very productive and profitable salespeople. Okay. Now, I know you never learned this in school. Guys, hit the like button if I'm making sense. Please, give me some verbal feedback here. Hit the like button if that makes sense to you. See, your verbal communication. I always explain this conscious and subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is the analytical mind. Your subconscious mind doesn't analyze anything. Whatever it hears or sees or feels or touches using your submodalities, right? Your five senses, it's what it thinks is real, even though it's not. So when you tell yourself over and over again, you know it's going to happen for me this year. This year's going to be my year. This year I want to be successful. This year I want to be successful. This year I will be successful. What I want you to say is, this year I am successful. This year, I just believe I'm going to be driving the Lamborghini. No, you're driving the Lamborghini now, okay? Because see, your brain, understand this, your brain doesn't know that you don't really have the car. Does that make sense? Like your brain doesn't know that you're broke unless you tell yourself repeatedly that you're broke, that you're poor, that you're hurt, that you're a loser, that it never works out for you. It doesn't know that, okay? You have to communicate to your brain what is actually real. Now, check this out. Do you know that your conscious mind can only transmit and only interpret 7 bits of data? Let me prove that to you right now. You're watching this video, okay? But I promise you, watching this video, I bet you didn't notice this eraser right here. Watching this video, I promise you, you didn't notice that this whiteboard here has a silver border. You're like, oh yeah, I didn't see that. I bet you didn't notice right now, this says $100 million per year. You didn't notice that, did you? Because right now, 7% of your mindset, your conscious ability, is focused on me, my words, my mannerisms. But unconsciously, your brain is taking it all in. Does that make sense? Am I making sense right now? Like right now, your brain is taking everything in, even though you're not conscious aware of it, okay? Okay, so I don't want to get too deep into the brain because I can't. When you tell your brain or yourself, you just say, you know what? It's happening. It's happening right now. Like right now, whatever you're doing. I don't know if you're selling something. I don't know if you're trying to find a new job. I don't know if you're trying to figure out that idea. You're trying to figure out the business to get into. Just say, you know what? This business is happening right now. I'm profitable right now. It's happening right now. not it will happen or it's going to happen, because your brain is going to think that it's not happening. Does that make sense? If a person like yourself keeps saying that I want something and say, you know what? I believe that this year is going to be my year. You know what? This year is going to be my year. I want this year to be my year. This year, I want this year to be my year. 2017, this is going to be my year. 2018, this is going to be my year. I want this to be my year. How many of you guys say that? Just say, yes, Wesley, I did it. Just say yes in the comments below. Say, yes, I did. I mean, all of you, I'm pretty sure, because all of you want to be successful. All of you want to be rich. You want to be wealthy. You want to be driving around the world. You want to get up in your boxes, in your panties, doing nothing, right? Hanging out, drinking a martini, butt naked on the beach, right? How many of us said that this year is going to be your year? And now, how many years have you said that? Let me tell you, this changed my life, because I used to be the same guy. I would tell my mom every day, not every day, every weekend, hey, Mom, this year's my year. I'm telling you, I'm going to do it. Oh, really? This is your year? I said, absolutely. My dad said, really? Okay, we can't wait to see it. My dad was a little sarcastic, right? And I said, in the following year, I said, no, this year's going to be my year. Oh, really? I said, yes, man. I can feel it. I just know it. This is going to be a year. I'm going to be, I want to be a millionaire this year. I'm going to make 7 figures. I'm going to leave my job and I'm going to be, I'm rich. And I tell my family over and over again. Does that sound like somebody you know? Maybe yourself. You tell people around you every day, I'm going to be rich. 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 The problem with this is wanting to be rich. You're getting what you want. Does that make sense? Like if you say that I want to be rich this year, well, guess what? Next year, you got to go. You want to be rich again. I want to be rich. Let me ask you a question. Are you still wanting to be rich? You may say yes. Are you still wanting to leave your job? Yes. Are you still wanting to be successful? Yes. Are you still wanting to become a billionaire, millionaire? Yes. Are you still wanting to travel the world? Yes. You're getting your goal. Because, see, the thing is, you're getting your goal because your brain, you don't understand how their brain works. Their brain can only give you based on how you communicate to it. If you say that I want something, I want something, I want something, I want something, the brain only interprets that as you don't have it. They say, well, that's what he wants. So we're going to give him what he wants. He wants something. So we're going to keep that type of, we're going to make sure that he keep wanting that thing. Does that make sense? Your unconscious mind is not judgmental. It doesn't know that you want that like now in your possession. It doesn't know. It doesn't understand the words as you're saying these words. It doesn't know that you want it like now. You just say, I want this. It's like going to the store with your little kid, say, I want that. I want that. I want that. Well, the brain says, okay, that's what you want. Okay, I want that. And it's going to say, okay, well, every day you're going to want that. But when do you start from wanting and having? See, that's it. Guys, am I making sense here? Am I making sense? God, this changed my life. This is why life is so easy for me. I'm able to manifest anything that I want. I'm able to get anything that I want because I understand how the process works. And it's all about these magic phrases. I call it these magic words. It's just these words. You know what? Just maybe 30 minutes ago, I was listening to Jeff Bezos, he's a billionaire. Now, why am I listening to him? Because I'm becoming a billionaire. No, I am a billionaire. See what I did? Now, I'm not becoming a billionaire. I am a billionaire. So I act accordingly. That means I'm listening to billionaire conversations. I'm watching his mannerisms. I'm watching how he speaks, how he articulates words. I'm listening to his word choice. I want to listen to how does he think about the future? How does he process thought? Does that make sense? See, no one ever told me that. See, everybody told me when I used to go to the meetings, network marketing meetings, or those business seminar meetings. Hey, who wants to be rich? I do. All right, guys, you want to be millionaires, don't you? All right, I want you to be a millionaire. But they never told you that you have to put yourself in the... See, this is the why that children that have parents that are very successful, they become successful because they're around that environment. So they think of themselves as successful people, even though they don't have any money. Makes sense? Like my little daughter. my kids, my children. They don't have any money. But they were like, I'm rich. They're rich because daddy's rich. But they don't make the distinction that they have no money. Like they don't have $1 million in their bank account, have $1 million in my bank. But they don't make that distinction. They just say, well, since daddy's rich, I'm rich. Which means they become rich. See, it was never explained to you like this. That's why you never, am I making sense here? That's why most of you don't get it. Right? My children, they just say I'm rich because they can get whatever they want. They travel around the world, right? They watch daddy's videos. Well, daddy's rich. Everybody likes daddy. So I guess I'm a part of daddy. I like that. So I'm rich. So my son and daughter, they strategically, I don't know if it's strategic or not, but they call themselves rich. Oh yeah, we're rich. So they don't really think about what they can't get. Make sense? Now, as an adult, if you were like me, I didn't grow up in a rich household. So it was a disconnect between what I wanted based off the environment I was in. Does that make sense? Like my mom and dad, I guess they wanted to be rich. No one talked about money in the house. We just talked about how money don't grow on trees. Is that a tech? YouTube? Yeah. Did your mom say that? Yeah. Mom and dad say, hey, what do you think I'm made out of money? I said, no, Mom, you're not great. Did you guys experience this? I did too. So everything about money was very negative because they didn't have any. Usually the families that talk negatively about money, they don't have it, right? So we're like, oh, it's hard to make this money. We got to work hard for the money. You got to work hard for the money. That's the worst thing you can tell a child. Just got to work hard for the money. Not necessarily. I want you to say that after watching this video, okay, after taking action with me, I want you to realize that you need to say now that it is happening now for me. It is. Like all these cards I just showed you here. I had this vision board for a long time. And before, nothing on this vision board would manifest until I started saying, now I want this Lamborghini. I want a G-Wagon. I want a house. I said, I have this. It took me 2 years. It took me 2 years to change that conversation. Because when someone told me, I read it in a book, and you say, well, just speak in the present, because your brain doesn't know that you're in the present or the future or the past. It doesn't really know that. You know that based off your perception. But your brain really doesn't know if this is the past, this is the future, this is the present. I can prove it. Because right now, a lot of you are living your life from the past. Like you won't do nothing today because of what happened yesterday. Well, I'm not doing that again. Sounds familiar? No, I'll never do that. I'll never date that. I'll never give them money. I'll never go to that job. I'll never. Anybody ever say that? Well, when you say I'll never, would mean something in your past has ruined you, okay? But your brain doesn't know that. Your brain doesn't know. The brain doesn't understand time like you do. Time is understood because it was taught to you that time needs to be understood on a very conscious level, right? But your brain doesn't work like that. Brain can manifest. In your current reality, you can manifest anything you want now, instantly. I want all of you to start using the language that it is happening now. That whatever you want, I don't know what your desires are. Below, I want you to put something that you want, something that you desire. Put it below. What do you want? What do you want? Just comment below. What do you want? What do you want? Put it below. What do you want? Just put it below. What do you want? Something, look at this. All right, Joe says he or she wants a Grammy. You know what Jim Carrey, anybody who know what Jim Carrey is? The guy that created the movie Dumber and Dumber. He starred in that movie. Jim Carrey, he's a comedian. He used to lay on couches when he was doing comedian things. And he used to daydream and visualize himself having and getting Grammys for movies that he was starring in. And at that time, he was doing comedy shows in small towns with small venues. But he said this. You can watch the video on YouTube. Jim Carrey himself, he's an actor. Now, he's a funny guy, right? He used to visualize himself having the Grammy. He said he would just see his end accepting the award. He would hear the crowds praising him. He would hear himself giving thanks to God. He would see his family. I'm proud of you, Jim. I'm excited for you, Jim. He said he used to see movie directors calling his phone and asking him to star in different movies, writing checks in the millions that he was starring. You can watch that video on YouTube, okay? I mean, it's real. It's real. The big problem is when after you leave this video, you got 100 or 1,000 people that's going to tell you that, no, it don't work like that. They're going to tell you, no, man, you got to work, bro. You got to work hard. Nah, man, don't dream that big. Hey, chunk it down a little bit. Nah, it doesn't work like that, man. You got to want it. You got to desire it. Nah, man, that's not. Unfortunately. But this is why 3% of people are rich. You're like, where are these rich people, right? They're everywhere. But what's important is how they think and how they perceive information, how they communicate to themselves. See, I used to say, it's going to happen for me one day. Now I say, it's happening now. Like right now, I'm a billionaire. Duh. Okay. And you may say, well, Wesley, how are you a billionaire? You got $1 billion in your bank account? I'm like, yeah. What? You're lying. Well, show me. Why do you think people like myself don't, not just me, why do you think other people like Will Smith and Oprah Winfrey is not chilling with you on your couch, hanging with you at the bar? Why? Why did I hang with you? Because they see their word differently. And the thing is, I don't want to have a argumentative match with you trying to explain to you how I think. That makes sense? Like if I say I'm a billionaire, you want me to prove it. Show me the bank account. Show me this. Well, you should be staying in a house if you have $1 billion, right? I don't want to spend time explaining it to you. I'd rather hang with the guy to say, man, I'm happy for you. Man, that's amazing. That's huge. Wow, you're a billionaire. Wow. Man, I'm grateful that I get a chance to speak with you, be around you. You talk to another guy, you say, oh, I'm a billionaire too, man. We're doing some great things for the community here. Man, that's exciting. That's the people I want to hang around with. Not the judgmental people. You know, everybody in the world don't judge people. Like, no one wants to be judged, right? Like, even you. You don't want to be judged. But yet, all of us, we judge people. Especially when we think that what they're saying is not true. Or what they're saying is we can't believe it for ourselves. Like, if I tell you something, or if you tell your friend that you're a millionaire, he will laugh in your face, won't he? He'll be like, man, come on, bro. You ain't a millionaire yet. Yo, you'll get there, but you ain't making $1 million yet. It happened to me. I used to take pictures in front of Lamborghinis. Okay? Yeah, I didn't have any money. Not at that time. But I was like, I'm about to buy this Lamborghini, you know? I said, hey, man, let me test drive this Lamborghini here. Thinking about buying a Model 610 4-wheel drive, married to Hong Kong model, or maybe the Aventador model. And he said, okay, look at this car here. Okay, all right. And I would post it on Facebook. I still remember these days. People say, oh, wow, you're getting a Lamborghini? And I say, absolutely. And then, you know, and sometimes it's the people closest to you. The people closest to you. Now, remember this. Sometimes it's the people closest to you who are going to be your biggest naysayers, okay? Now, I'm not trying to be mean. That's just how they are. You know, my dad, I love him to life, but he said, well, I got to see it. So, oh, you're going to buy a Lamborghini. I still remember this day. I would never forget it. I was in a restaurant with him, my brother, myself, and my mom. And we were eating at, I can't remember where we were eating at, but we were eating food. I remember I was eating spinach, and I was just smiling like, oh, yeah, getting ready to buy. So, where's you going to get? So, you're getting ready to buy a Lamborghini? I'd say, absolutely, man. I'm looking at a couple of colors here, white and black. And he said, oh, really? Well, then he looked at my brother. He said, you know what, Chris, that's my brother's name. He said, oh, well, I got to see it before I can believe it. I got to see it first. I don't know about you, but I got to see it. I want to see this. And he just didn't believe it. Like, my dad just didn't believe that I could own a Lamborghini. Why? Because he can see himself owning a Lamborghini. Make sense? I mean, a Lamborghini is $250,000. That's on the low end, okay? They can cost in the millions of dollars. So, you know, my dad can conceive $250,000 when he's probably never made $250,000 in his lifetime. Makes sense? See, that's what happens to you and your environment, your crowd, your friends. When you have these big goals and big dreams, sometimes the people closest to you are your biggest naysayers. You got to be protective of your circle, especially when you're trying to get somewhere. Right? You got to be protective of it. You know what? They can call you delusional. Oh, that guy's delusional. So what? I'm sure people think I'm delusional, but watch me. That's all I can say. Just watch me. Watch me. When you see me on TV around the world, I'm like, man, this is not, I saw this 10 years ago. Come on now. It's happening for you. I want to tell you as my friend. You know, I'm your friend. Straight up. I don't need to know you to love you to be your friend. I care about you. That's why I do these type of videos for you, because I want you to make it now. I want you to understand this, that you are making it now. It's what's happening. You can celebrate if you want to. That's why when you see me on the club, I'm in the club, you know, popping bottles every once in a while, because I'm celebrating now. I don't have to wait to celebrate. I don't have to wait to make $1 billion in my bank account. I don't wait until I have $1 million or making $100,000 a day to celebrate. I celebrate now because it's already happening in the world that you're not familiar with, which is the non-physical world. Okay? This is where everything starts. The non-physical world is synonymous to thought. That's what thought is. It's non-physical. Like I said, you know, how does a thought look? You don't know. Is it red? Is it blue? I don't know. A thought is non-physical. It doesn't have any form, right? It doesn't have any, you can't touch it. You can't smell it, right? But you can feel it, right? If you think about it, right? Like right now, if I say, hey, think about right now that you have to go to a job for the rest of your life. You have $100,000 per month that's hitting your bank account every single month without fail. How do you feel right now? You feel good? Because you're thinking about that stuff. Those thoughts are making you feel a certain way because it's energy. But it's not physical. You can't see it. Make sense? Because some beliefs are not your beliefs. Some beliefs are other people's beliefs, and they're slid in. And that mind of yours, and you have accepted those beliefs. Why? I don't know. You know, I did a video yesterday on Facebook. Go watch it. And it was for men, okay? And it might make me cry or it may get upset, okay? But like I said before, no apathy in my videos. You either love me or fucking hate me, period. This is how it is. Because I'm going to tell the truth. And I talked about that men don't think. And it's just not like men don't think, that people don't think. Everybody in the world, that's what makes it so easy for me to like win in this world. Like, it's easy for me to win. Let me give you an example. Like, I'm running a company right now, and we have some challenges, right? And I gotta think, right? Because I gotta think because I don't know exactly what to do. I know the result I want, but we're having a problem, so I gotta look at the problem in a way, and I gotta get the result. That means I gotta think of other solutions, right? But men don't think. You know what men do? Oh man, this is too hard. Man, I can't figure it out. I mean, when I leave my house, when I'm going to the gym, or I'm hanging out at the coffee shops, people like, Wesley, I mean, I'm watching the videos, but I just can't figure it out. I don't mean to laugh at you. I'm being very serious right now. You know, I just can't put it together. You know, exactly. You know what's going on when you say that? Like when you're communicating to somebody that you believe that can help you, or a millionaire, or somebody that has a successful business, and you want to be successful, and when you say, you know what, I just can't figure it out. I'm doing this, and I just don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. At that very time, you are doing something that most people don't do. You're thinking. You're thinking. You're frustrated because you're thinking. Does that make sense? Like some of you're Googling every day. Google, how to make money, how to do this, 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 how to fix my life. That's thinking. But you call that frustration, irritation, I'm tired. That's just too much work. It got to be an easier way. But that's a process of thinking. Men and women don't think. Especially men. They just don't think. They don't think. This is why you're not successful, because To be rich, you got to think. You got to use your brain. That means that when you have a problem or a challenge, you got to look at that challenge and that problem. You got to look at it intensively. You got to look at it from upside down, inside out. You got to analyze that thing, to create a solution for it. But some of you guys, you get a problem, something happens in your life, you lose money, you get fired from your job, somebody cheats you, someone hurts you, man. You're like, oh my God. Oh my God. Does that remind you of someone? Look at it. I know some of you guys are right now laughing right now because that's you. Something happens in your life. Your life was going well. Everything was working. You were working out. You were losing weight, right? You were making some money. You got a good job, good relationships. Then all of a sudden, someone cheats on you. You lose the job. You gain 5 pounds. And the business goes to shit. And you're like, God, what's happening? Because men don't think. What do you mean what's happening? Listen to me. You cannot have the word success without having the word failure. You can't have something that's called good without having bad. Does it make sense? Like, you can't have a rainy day if you don't have a sunny day. Like, say if every day is a rainy day, or say if every day is a sunny day, every single day. Sunny, 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 sunny. Well, how are the crops going to grow? Duh. Just as the sun is going to grow the crops, the rain is needed to grow the crops as well. They must work cohesively together. Do you realize that? So the thing that you interpret as this big problem in your life is just fucked up. Oh, my life is jacked up, man. You feel it now, right? Your life is jacked up. Well, maybe that's the rain that's getting ready to make you stronger to grow. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the problems in your life that you're having right now, in your business or in your life, is there to help you become stronger. So the gift or the success that is destined for you, you can be relentless, man. You can be ready for it. You know what? Let me share a story with you and I'm going to let you guys go. T.D. Jakes? T.D. Jakes is a great pastor around the world, right? He's a black pastor. He's done some remarkable things for people in the world, okay? He has some of the biggest and largest church around the world. And it was this younger pastor that came to him because he was at a pastoral event, okay? I think it was a pastor retreat. Pastors around the world, they come here. They talk. They drink. Maybe water. They don't drink wine, right? But they eat. They dine together. And one pastor, he had a small church. And he says, well, Pastor T.D. Jakes, how do I get a big church like you? You got a big church. You got all these people. They love you. And my church is only about 100 members. You got 30,000. I want that. And he says, T.D. Jakes says this. He says, you want my church, huh? He said, young man, you're not ready for my church. You're not ready. Are you ready to deal with the people? Are you ready to deal with the lawsuits? Are you ready to deal with payroll? Are you ready to deal with all different type of personalities? Are you ready to deal with your main deacon or your main pastor that decides to leave the church? Are you ready to deal with the infidelity that happens in the pulpit? People sleeping with this person, and you got to be the person as the pastor to resolve that? Are you ready to deal with that? The bills that got to be paid, the people that you got to go pay. Are you ready to deal with that? And see, the other pastor was like, I didn't think about that. See, everybody wants the big stuff, but you're not even managing what you have. Like you can't even manage $100, but you want $10,000. You can't even manage $1,000 or $100, and you want $1 million. Oh, I want $1 million. I'll be a better manager then. I'm not so sure. So what he told the pastor, he said, well, be a perfectionist of what you have today. Perfect 100. then they will come. Perfect what you have right now. Like, it doesn't matter, like, what, like, you, I'm talking to you, like, young man, young woman, whatever is happening in your life right now, perfect that entire situation. Perfect it. When you get up in the morning, make your bed, I don't know, clean clothes, look nice, speak clearly when you talk, when you communicate. If you don't know how to communicate, read books, listen to words, expand your vocabulary, right? Learn how to look in someone's eye when you're speaking with them. Learn how to be a person that is a lion, not a cub. Clean your car. Simple stuff, right? It's just simple stuff. It really is. It's just simple stuff. So you haven't mastered the $100 and you want $1 million. So TD Jakes was like, well, I know you want all this stuff, but you're not ready for it. Because see, you're not ready for when the problems hit. You only want my glory, but you don't want to know my story. You want all the great stuff, but you don't want to know, like me, in my business, right? Take this out. I mean, we got $1 million company, multi-million-dollar company, right? And what happens when you're spending $10,000 a day on Facebook and Facebook all of a sudden shuts you down? What happens when you're generating 500 sales a day on your website and your website goes down for 48 hours? What do you do? What do you do? Does that make sense? What happens when your employees just start to argue with each other and everybody's talking about this and they want this and they want this, and you as the leader got to bring them together? How are you going to do that? You don't think about that, I know. Because you want to see the glory. But the problems and the challenges that you're having right now in your life are getting you ready for something huge. But most of you can't take it. You just get depressed. You know, oh, I'm depressed now. That's a fucking loser. In my opinion, it's a loser. Somebody say, I'm depressed now. You're a loser. You're a loser. If life throws daggers and darts at you and throws stones at you, and all of a sudden you want to use this word called depression, I'm depressed now. You're a loser. I'm going to say it to your face. You're a loser. Because that's the easy way out. Oh, I got post-traumatic stress. Oh, I have skills. I have all this. I got something. That's an excuse. That's a reason not to do it. That's all that is. So since I'm depressed, I need to take pills because I can't do nothing. No! I know I'm hurt some feelings. Men don't think. Women don't think it either. But men, especially, they don't think about anything. They just don't. They don't think about why they're doing anything. You know, most men, you know, guys, let me know if you want me to stop, man. Guys, you can always go to my website and check these videos. Share this right now and tag somebody. You know what about me? It's like, men want to be lying until it's time to do lying shit. Like, they only want to be the big bad man until it's time. Like, long as they ain't got to do nothing, they cool. That's man. I'm telling you. Men want you to tell them everything, every day. When I go out to Lisa's house, you know, I got a lot of fans, you know, a lot of people that like me, cool people, superstars, my friends, you know. They want me to fix their life. They want me to just give them the key. I mean, I can have the same person every day. What's the key? What it is? What do I need to do with my life? You're asking me what to do with your life. It's your life to live. I'm living my life. Men don't think, they don't even think about what they want to do. They want someone to tell them their purpose. They want me to tell them their dreams, what they should be doing. They want me to hold their hand like they're my child. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling to me. You don't think. But I empower you to start thinking. Even when you get frustrated, when you say, I'm tired, I'm done, keep going. Because there's something huge on the other side of that frustration. It's called victory, my friend. See, they can't call it victory until you're frustrated so much when you got tears coming down your eyes. You ever been that mad, that upset about something that you're working on and it's not working? You got tears out your eyes. You're pissed off. You're crying by yourself at your house, in your apartment, at your home. Let me tell you something. On the other side of that, it's victory. Because see, all those tears and all that frustration, all the irritation, the anger that's in you, it's going to be worth it. Until the day you're like, oh, Why do you think every day I'm so grateful? Why do you think I'm always grateful to God? I'm grateful to the universe. I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful to the people that buy my stuff. I'm grateful to the people that watch my videos. I'm grateful every day. Even though I've been a millionaire for about 4 years now. I'm grateful every day. I keep talking about it because you don't know what I went through to get here. And you won't understand that or realize that until it happened to you. Ooh, I'm always grateful, man. Thank you. Ooh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful for life. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that I made it. Everything that is going on with you in your life, it's not for you to lose. It's not for you to fail. Failure is a choice. Failure is a decision. Failure is a choice that a man or a woman makes that he can't or she can't do it anymore. The world doesn't make you fail. Anything external from you is not making you fail. You have to make a decision that this is too tough and I must stop. You did that. It's called taking ownership. I love you guys so much. Guys, please share this video. Like this video. More people need to hear it, especially young people. You know, I can say the young people, old people, man, they've been conditioned so deep. They're going to argue with me. I don't want to argue. I'm rich. I don't got time for that. I want to travel the world, hang out, have fun, enjoy myself. Pop bottles, baby. I like popping bottles. It was in my vision. That's what I want to do. I ain't got time for that. I want to inspire people around. I don't want to argue with someone to tell me that what I'm saying is not true. Get the fuck out of here. Who cares? Hey, if you're living a great life, leave the video. I want to save the young people that want something different. They just don't know. I want to talk to them. Make sense? Because see, I know it's going to be some young kid that is laying in his bed or probably sitting in a chair right now, looking at me with glazed eyes in a trance right now. And he's absorbing everything I am saying. And he's going to use this information and he's going to take action now. I know it. I don't know who it is, but I know it is somebody right now, either male or female, based off their life, based off what they've been through. But by hearing this, they know now and they're more clear because they have more knowledge to make a very unique opportunity. And in the next 2 to 5 years, their life is going to be completely different. Watch. See, I know that. Because there's one thing about the young world. They're open-minded. They're willing to listen to anything. They're willing. Because they know what they're going through, they don't want to go through. They know that what their mama and daddy going through, they don't want to go through as well. They don't agree with them. They don't agree with their mom and dad. No one did. I didn't agree with my mom and dad. Like, guys, I don't want to do this. But I couldn't say anything. If not, I would have got whooped. Right? If not, I would say, shut up. Shut your mouth. That's what happened in my household. Be quiet. Don't get a whooping. Close your mouth. But now, you have the opportunity to express yourself. But you can do it in a very intelligent way. Make sense? Because I'm teaching you how to do it. Even if you're living with your parents. You know what the biggest revenge in life, and I'm going to let you guys go, is success, baby. I mean, I'm telling you, that's the biggest revenge in life. I remember, man, I'm telling you, me and my dad, we're kind of alike and kind of the same. So we always, sometimes we were combative on certain things and we debate back and forth. We used to when I wasn't rich. But now, things have changed. I mean, he really has. I'm telling you, that's the biggest revenge to me in life is just ultimate success. Because when you're successful, everybody shuts up. They just do. Or you just don't deal with them. I mean, when you have the money, everybody tends to, before, blah, 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 do this, you know what you're doing, stop doing that, blah, 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 right? Before, But when they see you pull up with your Lamborghini, with gold rims, when they see your Balenciaga shoes that you got from Paris, when they see your Versace shirt, when they see your gold hanging from your neck, when they see your $35,000 worth of Cartier bracelets on your wrist, and they see the smile on your face, and you see your chest out, and you just seem to be so unbothered, and you walk into their house. Silence. Hey, Wes, how you doing? You doing okay? You doing? Hey, man, you're amazing. We love you. Hey, you're amazing. We love you. Oh my God, you're such a good son. You're such an amazing person. You're so great. Guys, I'm being funny, but it's the truth. It's just the truth. You'll see. You know what? You'll see when it happens to you. I swear to God. You'll see what I mean. I'm telling you, because when you got it, everybody can see it, and they don't say nothing. I mean, people, even your family, or people that you know, your friends, they will strategically try not to piss you off. Yeah. They will make sure, like right now, they'll piss you off. They're going to tell you how it is, right? Well, I'm going to speak my mind, right? Anybody got people like that in their life? I'm going to speak my mind. Well, when you get rich, let me tell you something. No one's speaking their mind anymore. If they do, they're done. And everybody wants to be, write this down. Everybody wants to be connected to someone who has the freaking money. I'm just going to say it in lamest terms. Everybody in life want to be connected to a person that is doing very, very well in life. Period. Can I get an amen? This is the truth. So I want you to think about that, okay? Because I know some of you guys got, you want to show your parents, you want to show your family, show your friends, show some people in your life that's been screwing around with you, right? Trying to make you feel just less than good about your life and about what you got going on, just because they don't believe and they don't see the vision with their physical eyes. Revenge is success. You have no idea. I'm telling you, life gets better. Everybody likes you. Yeah, everybody. And the people that don't like you, cut them off. Let them go back to their boring, poor lives. Let them go back to their jobs. Let them go back to working and being negative by themselves. You take a trip to Maldives, Bora Bora. I don't know. Travel the world. You leave at any given time when you want to. Like when you feel stressed, you know where you go? Dubai. You know where they go? To the park. Exactly, right? You know what you do when you're not feeling too good? I'm going to buy a Lamborghini. I'm going to buy a Mercedes today. You know what they do? Nothing. What are they going to do? Watch TV. Exactly. Revenge is the sweetest success on the planet. Guys, go to wesleyvirgin.com. If you want to get my coaching group, the Millionaires in Trading Coaching Group, I am coaching people like you to be rich and successful every day. I'm not saying that it's not a process, because it is. I'm not saying that you're going to be the one that's going to be rich, but many people from this coaching group called Millionaires in Trading will be. The question is it going to be you? The link is below, in the description below. Click it, get more information. Much love. This is Wesley, Million Dollar Virgin. Love you guys. Later. Oh my God. Gotta go. Later. Let's go. Let's go. Later. Click below, baby. Let's go.